Welcome to my another session. In this session, I am discussing about the cleavage process in human embryo. So, what happened after fertilization? After fertilization, the zygote is formed. The zygote, this is diploid. The fusion of sperm, haploid sperm and the haploid ovum, which forms the zygote. This is the zygote. This zygote, this single celled, this is the single celled. This single celled zygote undergoes the repeated mitotic division. This is known as the cleavage. Suppose that this is the single celled zygote. This single cell, first it undergoes the first mitotic division, then it divides the two daughter cell. Suppose that it again undergoes the second mitotic division, which forms 4 daughter cells. Like this, number of cells are formed. But these daughter cells, they are not detached or not separated from each other. So these daughter cells, now the zygote is the larger in size, the number is single, 1. There is a 1 zygote is present here, but here after cleavage process, we have a number of daughter cells, but here the size of the daughter cell is smaller, but the actual size of the embryo remains constant. The actual size of the embryo remains constant. This process is known as the cleavage, and it is the hollow ball structure is formed. Hollow ball, there is no space at the center of the ball. So this hollow ball structure, which is known as the morula, and the process by which it divides repeatedly, the mitotic division, this process is known as the cleavage. This process is known as cleavage. So what is cleavage? So cleavage is the process by which the single celled fertilized zygote undergoes repeated mitotic division and convert into solid ball structure known as morula. So after the formation of morula, what happens next? So the arrangement of daughter cell taking place. The arrangement of daughter cell taking place, and at the center, a central cavity is formed. A central cavity is formed. Now this structure is known as the blastula. Now the structure is known as blastula, and the process by which morula convert into blastula, the process is known as the blastulation. This process is known as blastulation. After the formation of blastula, what happened next? The arrangement of these daughter cells taking place, and these daughter cells, actually these are known as the blastomeres. These daughter cells are the blastomeres. They're taking the final position. The movement of blastomere taking place. Now the single layer blastula, which convert into 3 layers and which forms the germ layers. Then such structure is known as the gastrula. Suppose that this blastula which convert into, suppose that like this. This is known as the gastrula. This is known as the gastrula. So here what happened after blastula, which undergoes the process of gastrulation by which blastula convert into glastula. So the outer is known as the ectoderm, middle is the mesoderm, inner is the endoderm. So after fertilization process, so there are several processes. This is the fertilization process, which already I discussed in my last video. So by the process of fertilization, fusion of haploid gametes taking place, as a result zygote is formed. Now this zygote undergoes the repeated mitotic division, which is known as the cleavage. After cleavage process, the second process or the second step or the event is the blastulation, by which morula convert into blastula. So in case of human, this blastula which will attach to the wall of uterus, and this process once again known as the implantation. So in case of human, this is known as implantation. This is known as implantation. So in case of human, after fertilization, the second event is the cleavage. Then after cleavage, the gastrulation is taking place. Blastulation is taking place. After blastulation, implantation is taking place. After implantation, there is the process of gastrulation. That is the process of gastrulation. So another process is gastrulation. So after gastrulation, there is the formation of different layers around the embryo, different layers which are formed around the embryo, and these layers are known as the extra embryonic layer. So next event will be the formation of extra embryonic membrane, the formation of extra embryonic membrane. Can you tell me what are the different extra embryonic membrane? Chorion, amnion, yolk sac. So these are the different extra embryonic membranes are formed after the process of gastrulation, and which leads to the formation of placenta. So up to this, the formation of placenta, with this the pregnancy is completed. It means this placenta which take over the development of embryo, this placenta through which embryo taking its nutrient and through which the embryo exit their excretory materials. So after the formation of placenta, at the end of the gestation period, the delivery of baby is taking place, and this process is known as the parturition. And with this process, there are several changes in hormones, several changes occur in the physiological condition of female body or the mother body. So this is the different events after fertilization. Suppose that this is the first process. In my last video, I have already discussed about the process of the fertilization. Now in this video, I am going to discuss about the cleavage, and in my subsequent video, you will get the process of blastulation, the process of implantation, the process of gastrulation, and the formation of extra embryonic membrane, then the placenta, then parturition. Parturition which associated with the another process which is the lactation in case of female, the production of milk. Parturition means the delivery of the baby, and which is the end of the gestation period. So there are several processes in the embryonic development, but in case of higher secondary level, some of the terms or some of the events may be excluded, may be deleted, but it is very important for the higher secondary student to understand the process, to understand the whole process of the development. So now, before going through this, now we discuss what is the process of cleavage, what is the meaning of cleavage. So what is the meaning of cleavage? As I told repeatedly, this is the process. Suppose that this is the zygote having the zygote nucleus. This is the zygote. This zygote which undergoes the mitotic division. So mitotic division here, this is the mitotic. Suppose that the zygotes which enter into mitotic division and which forms the two cells. Suppose that this cell which divide in this position. Suppose that, as you all know that two poles are there, animal pole and the vegetal pole, and the axis is known as the animal pole, vegetal pole axis. Suppose that the cleavage plane or the cleavage furrow which divides the zygote, which starts from the animal pole and goes deeper and deeper and reach to the vegetal pole, then the zygote which divides into two cells having two, each one having single nucleus. The genetic material copy here is one copy is there, but now each cell having one copy is here and another copy is here. So two copies of genetic material taking place during the process of the cleavage or during the process of the mitotic division. That's why the cytoplasm present inside the zygote which will distributed two daughter cells, but the nuclear material which doubled and distributed half one in each daughter cell. So this daughter cell now, this is known as the blastomere. These are known as the blastomere and plural blastomeres. So by the first mitotic division, the zygote which forms blastomere, two blastomeres. Like this, suppose that this is the first cleavage, first mitotic division, or it is known as the first cleavage. This is known as the first cleavage. After second cleavage, we will get again like this. Suppose that it divide into like this, then like this. So after this process, suppose that this is the two meridional division, then how many number of cells you get? Then we get the 4 number of cells. We get the 4 number of cells. Suppose that this is the one blastomere, this is another blastomere, this is another blastomere. So we get 4 number of blastomeres. Like this, after 3, 4, 5, 6 number of division, we get a number of blastomeres. We get number of smaller blastomeres. But after the end of the process of cleavage, these blastomeres, they remain as such. They are not separated from each other. All blastomeres attach to each other like a solid ball structure. Like a solid ball. Solid ball means there is no hollow space. This is known as the solid ball structure, or this is the which seems to be the mulberry structure. So this mulberry structure or the solid ball of blastomeres, these are the blastomeres. So solid ball of blastomere, this structure which is known as the morula. So what is the meaning of cleavage? Cleavage is the process by which the single-celled zygote convert into multicellular morula. And the zygote, this is the process of repeated mitotic division. So here the first cleavage process, the first mitotic division taking place here, and we get two-celled embryo. Then this two-celled blastomere undergoes the next mitotic division or next cleavage. Then we get 4-celled embryo. After number of times, we get about 16 to 32 number of blastomeres. 16 to 32 number of blastomeres. In case of human, usually, sorry, this is 32. In case of human, usually the blastomere, the 16 to 32 number of blastomere which forms the morula. So in the stage of embryo, 16 cell to 32 cells usually, which is known as the morula. There is no space at the center. This structure is known as the morula. So what are the actual process? As you see here, the size of this is the zygote. Zygote is also a embryo. This is the this is known as single celled embryo. So now the cell, the size of the embryo remains same end of the cleavage process, but the number of cell is increased, by the process of zygote. The cytoplasm present inside the in the process of cleavage, the cytoplasm present inside the zygote, which is distributed among the blastomeres, among the formed blastomeres or the daughter cells. The content of cytoplasm which decrease, but the size of the nucleus is maintained by the replication of DNA. So in case of cleavage process, nucleocytoplasmic ratio, it may be 1:550. So before going through the actual process of cleavage which happened in human embryo, we have to know what are the different planes of the cleavage. So this is the plane or the furrow of the cleavage. What are the different planes of the cleavage? What are the different pattern of cleavage? Patterns mean, suppose that this is the zygote, it divides like this, then it divides like this or like this. So there are different types of patterns also there. And how many types of cleavage process are found in case of animal kingdom? On the basis of yolk, on the basis of potentialities, how many types of cleavage process are there? So before going through the process of cleavage in human, you have to know what are the different types of cleavage, and after that we discuss about the characteristics of cleavage. Then after the discussing about all these things, the characteristics of cleavage, then we will go through the cleavage process in human. Now come to the planes or the different types of the cleavage. So cleavage, here we'll discuss about the planes of cleavage. There are several planes at the time of cleavage process. These planes appear and divide the zygote. So there are several planes. We will discuss about the different types of planes. And the patterns of the cleavage, how it occurs, in which way it occurs. There are the radial, spiral, rotational, different types of patterns are there. And what is the role of the yolk at the time of cleavage? So we will discuss about the role of the yolk or the presence of yolk, how many types of cleavage process are there. And at the last we will discuss about on the basis of potentialities of blastomeres, or the fate of the blastomere. Fate means future. On the basis of future or the potentialities of blastomere, we will divide the cleavage in different types. So now go through the planes. So on the basis of planes, the cleavage are several types. So on the basis of planes or the planes of cleavage, there are several planes are there. It may be meridional. The different planes are there. It may be meridional. The meridional cleavage process, what is the meaning? Suppose that this is the zygote and it undergoes the meiotic division. Here, as you all know that the top, suppose that animal pole, and the opposite to animal pole, this is the vegetal pole, and this is the center of the egg. Suppose that this is the center of the egg. The plane which starts from the animal pole, and this plane, suppose that this is the starting of the furrow or the planes which passes through the zygote, which passes through the egg, means fertilized zygote, and which passes through the animal pole, vegetal pole axis, and through the center of the zygote. If the planes which passes through the animal pole, vegetal pole axis as well as through the center of the zygote, then this plane is known as the meridional, and the plane is known as the meridional plane, and this is known as the meridional cleavage. The first cleavage which found in frog. So this is the example, may be found in first cleavage found in frog. This is known as the meridional cleavage. Suppose that another may be the vertical, or which is known as the longitudinal. Suppose that another cleavage plane which may be the vertical or longitudinal. What happened here? Suppose that this is the zygote is our practice. Suppose that this is the animal pole, this is the vegetal pole. Here again same thing is happened. Suppose that this is the center. Cleavage furrow which passes through the animal pole to vegetal pole, direction, but not passes through the center of the zygote. Rather, it passes side of the center, one of the side of the center. So this is the center, but here the furrow or the cleavage plane which passes other than the center, rather than the one side of the center, and this process is known as this plane is the vertical plane, and this is known as the vertical cleavage or the longitudinal cleavage. Suppose that this type of example may be this type of cleavage, the third cleavage found in chick. So it may be this side also. This is known as the vertical or the longitudinal, not passing through the center, rather it passes one side of the center. This is known as the vertical or the longitudinal cleavage. Another may be the equatorial. Cleavage. Suppose that this is the zygote. The name indicates that equator. As you all know that the earth has the equator. At the middle there is the one line which is known as the equator. So here the plane or the furrow, suppose that this is the center, the plane or the furrow which passes through the equator, and divide the zygote into two hemispheres. This plane is known as the equatorial plane or the furrow, and the cleavage is known as the equatorial. This is known as the equatorial plane or the equatorial cleavage. Example, this type of cleavage plane we find in case of fifth cleavage plane found in frog. The type of plane, this is known as the latitudinal. latitudinal or horizontal. Horizontal. What happened here? Suppose that this is the zygote, animal pole, vegetal pole. This is the equator. Suppose that this is the equator, but here the cleavage plane or the furrow not passes through the equator, rather it passes one side of the equator, suppose that in this line, or it may pass through in this line. So this is known as the latitudinal or the horizontal cleavage plane. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 types of cleavage plane. One is the meridional. If the cleavage plane which passes through the animal pole, vegetal pole axis as well as the center of the axis, which is known as the meridional cleavage, and the first cleavage found in frog, and another may be the vertical or the longitudinal. Here plane which passes through the animal pole to vegetal pole but not passes through the center, rather it passes one side of the center, and which is found in the third cleavage plane in the cheek. Another may be the equatorial. The equatorial means the middle of the zygote, that is the line. This is known as the equator. So the cleavage plane which passes through the equator as well as the center of the zygote, which is known as the equatorial cleavage plane, and the cleavage is known as the equator, and this is the fifth cleavage found in frog. And the last one may be the latitudinal or horizontal. Latitudinal or horizontal. Here the cleavage plane does not passes through the center, not passes through the equator, but it passes through the one side of the equator. This is known as the latitudinal or the horizontal cleavage planes. Now I am going to the another types of the cleavage on the basis of pattern. Now come to the patterns of the cleavage. So there are several patterns are there. Suppose that this is the zygote. Suppose that this is the zygote. This zygote undergo the first cleavage plane, or the first cleavage, the plane of the first cleavage, which is meridional. So what happened? So two cells are formed and these are equal. Two cells are formed. Suppose that the second cleavage plane, which is again meridional, and which passes right angle to the first cleavage plane. So suppose that this is the first cleavage plane and this is the second cleavage plane, and this is the view of the top, on the top, and which passes through the right angle, the second cleavage plane which passes at right angle to the first cleavage plane. So how many numbers of cells are formed? The 4 number of cells are formed here. How many numbers of cells are formed? The 4 number of cells are formed. This is 2 this side and this is another 2 another side. So 4 number of blastomeres are formed. After second, which undergo the third cleavage plane. Suppose that the third cleavage plane, which is equatorial, suppose that it passes through the equator, which is known as the equatorial. So what happened? Now 4 number of blastomeres are formed. 4 number of blastomeres are formed. Suppose that this is not, the diagram is not correct. This is the diagrammatical, the rough representation. Suppose that these are the 4 number of blastomeres are formed. So these are the 4 number. These are this side and another 4 present another side. So these are the 4 number, this side and another side, other 4 are present. So now this is the side figure. Now the egg which is divided into two poles, the blastomere present at animal pole and the blastomere present at vegetal pole. Suppose that this is the animal pole, this is the vegetal pole, this is the animal pole, and this is the vegetal pole. This is the top view. This is the top view. This is not lateral view. This is the lateral view. This is the 4 number of cell. This is the 8 number of cells are there. So here, if you observe the upper blastomeres, suppose that this is the top figure. Suppose that this is the top figure. The lower 4 blastomeres. Suppose that these are the lower 4 blastomeres. Suppose that the diagram is not correct. This is the diagrammatical representation, the rough representation. Suppose that these are the 4 blastomeres, lower 4 blastomeres, and other 4 blastomeres, they are present on the top. Suppose that this is the blastomere, and on this blastomere at the upper side there is the another blastomere. So these are the other blastomeres. So I mean to say that here, suppose that these are the green colored. These are the animal pole blastomeres. The blastomere of animal pole which present on the blastomere, the corresponding blastomere of vegetal pole. This is the upper tier, this is the lower tier. The blastomere of upper tier present on the corresponding blastomere of lower tier. It means exactly the lower, from the lower blastomere exactly on the top there is another blastomere. So the corresponding blastomeres are present on top. So this is known as this type of arrangement or the cleavage, which is known as the radial type of cleavage. This is known as the radial type of cleavage. And this type of cleavage pattern, found in echinoderms, sponges, and coelenterate. These are known as the echinoderms, sponges, coelenterate. So this is the radial type of cleavage. This is known as the radial type of cleavage. So here the first cleavage plane, which is the meridional, second cleavage plane which passes through the right angle to the first cleavage plane, which is again the meridional. The third cleavage is equatorial, which passes through the right angle to the first and second, and which forms the 8 number of blastomeres. The upper 4 and lower 4. Upper 4 are known as the upper tier and lower 4 are known as the lower tier. Upper tier, it means the blastomere of the animal pole and blastomere of the vegetal pole. So upper blastomere of animal pole present exact upon the corresponding blastomere of vegetal pole. Such type of arrangement is known as the radial. So at the animal pole vegetal pole axis, these blastomeres radially arranged. This is known as the radial patterns, and such type of pattern found in the echinoderms, sponges, and coelenterate. Now come to the another type of cleavage plane, which is spiral, or the pattern which is spiral. Spiral means, radial means around the axis, animal and vegetal pole axis, the blastomeres radially arranged. Spiral means at the center of the animal pole and the vegetal pole axis, spirally the blastomeres are present. Here, suppose that the first cleavage plane which is meridional. On the top, again the meridional, the first cleavage plane and the second cleavage plane. This is the top view, and the third cleavage plane which is equatorial. Suppose that equatorial, then we get number of blastomeres. We get number of blastomeres. Suppose that the blastomeres, this is the 4 blastomeres on the upper tier and the another 4 blastomeres at lower tiers. If you look at the top, then you find this is the side view, this is the animal pole hemisphere, this is the vegetal pole hemisphere, side view. If you look the top view, then what happened here? Suppose that these are the lower blastomeres. 4 lower blastomeres are there. These are the 4 lower blastomeres. But upper blastomeres not present exactly correspond to the lower blastomere. In radial case, the upper blastomere present correspond lower blastomere. But here, the blastomeres of upper tier not present exactly to the blastomeres of corresponding blastomere of lower tiers. But here, the blastomeres are present. The upper blastomeres are present at the junction of lower blastomeres. So what happened here actually? Now the upper blastomere, the tier of upper blastomeres, it shifted rightwards or the leftward. The position shifted, then it present now at the junction of 2 blastomere. It actually happened because of the oblique formation of spindle fiber. At the time of first, second and the third cleavage plane, because of the formation of oblique spindle fiber, such type of spirally arrangement of blastomeres are there. That's why it is known as the spiral cleavage. This is known as the spiral cleavage. These are the upper blastomere and these are the lower blastomere, and the original position is shifted to the junction of the blastomere. This is known as the spiral cleavage, because here the arrangement of blastomere, it looks like a spiral around the animal pole vegetal pole axis, and such type of patterns found in case of ascaris, flator, annelids. So these are found in such type of cleavage plane, are the patterns found in the ascaris, annelids, mollusks, flatworms. So this is the radial and this is the spiral. Another type of cleavage plane which may be the biradial. If the first cleavage plane, the second cleavage plane and the third cleavage plane not passes at the right angle to each other, then such type of cleavage plane which is known as the biradial cleavage pattern, The pattern is known as the biradial cleavage. If the first plane, second plane and third cleavage plane not passes through right angle to each other, and as a result biradial patterns is generated. This is known as the biradial cleavage, and such type of cleavage found in Ctenophora. Another patterns may be the bilateral. Another types of patterns may be the bilateral type of pattern. Here the blastomeres are arranged in such a way, the left and right side of blastomeres, the left side and the right side of the blastomeres arranged in such a way they become apparent. This is known as the bilateral cleavage pattern. So the right side and left side of the blastomere, they arrange in such a way they become apparent, and this type of pattern is known as the bilateral, found in tunicates, example Hermania, Amphioxus, mammals. Now come to the another type of patterns which is known as the rotational pattern. Suppose that the another type of pattern is rotational pattern or rotational cleavage, which is found in case of mammals. Here what happened actually, suppose that this is the fertilized zygote, the first fertilized zygote which undergo the first cleavage plane, which is the meridional, so it forms the two blastomere here. After the first cleavage plane, after the formation of two blastomere, suppose that this is the A blastomere and this is the B blastomere. The A blastomere which undergoes the second cleavage plane, which is equatorial and which forms A1, A2, and the B blastomere which divide into two cell by meridional plane, so it forms B1 and B2. So like this it divides and redivides, which forms number of blastomere and looks like the rotational movement along the axis, along the animal pole, vegetal pole axis. That's why it is known as the rotational cleavage. So there are different types of planes are there. So one may be the radial, the upper blastomeres, are present, correspond to the lower blastomere on the exact position. This is the radially arranged on the axis, animal pole, vegetal pole axis. This is the radial, found in echinoderms, sponges, coelenterate. The another is the spiral. Here, because of the formation of oblique spindles, at the time of cleavage, the upper tier of blastomeres not present on the exact corresponding blastomere. Over the corresponding blastomere, they are present at the junction of the blastomeres, and such type of pattern is known as the spiral, found in ascaris, annelids, mollusks and flatworms. Another may be the biradial, which is found in case of Ctenophora, where the first, second, third cleavage plane not passes through the right angle to each other, and this type of arrangement of the blastomere is known as the biradial. And the bilateral means because of the arrangement of the blastomere, the name indicates that the bilateral. Here the arrangement of blastomere, they arrange in such a way the left and right side of the blastomeres become apparent. This is known as the bilateral, found in the tunicates, amphibians, amphioxus and the mammals. And the rotational type, here the first cleavage plane, which is the meridional, which forms the two blastomeres. Then one egg undergoes the one type of pattern and another egg which undergoes the another type of pattern. Means suppose that the A cell which undergoes the division, the equatorial division, and which forms A1, A2, these cells become smaller. These blastomeres, the A blastomeres become smaller, but the B blastomere which undergoes the meridional cleavage plane and which forms B1, B2, and these cells become larger. So it looks like a rotational movement around the axis of the animal pole, vegetal pole, and found in case of mammals. Now come to the amount of the yolk. On the basis of presence of amount of yolk, the cleavage may be the several types. So on the basis of amount of yolk, the cleavage, it may be two types. One is the holoblastic, another is the meroblastic. Holoblastic, holo means whole. The zygote which divides completely, that's why it is known as the complete cleavage. Meroblastic, here meroblastic means incomplete. This is the incomplete cleavage. Holoblastic, once again, it may be two types: equal type and unequal type. Meroblastic cleavage, it may be two types. One is the discoidal, another is the superficial. So those eggs are alecital, or microlecital. They have the holoblastic cleavage. Because of the presence of low amount of yolk, the cleavage plane which easily passes through the cytoplasm. So it easily divides the cytoplasm. So it completely divides into two. This is known as the holoblastic or the complete cleavage, because the cleavage plane which easily divides the zygote into two blastomeres or several blastomeres. So another case, if the yolk is present more and more in case of macrolecital or in case of mesolecital egg, in case of macrolecital or mesolecital egg, the yolk content is more. That's why the cleavage plane, this is retarded. So the amount of yolk which retarded the passing of the cleavage plane. So the cleavage plane does not passes through the yolk rich area. Suppose that this is the vegetal pole. That's why the egg which incompletely divide here. That's why it is known as the incomplete cleavage. Complete, again, two type, equal and the unequal. If equal type of blastomeres are formed, then this is known as the equal type of, suppose that these are the equal type of blastomeres are formed. This is known as the equal holoblastic cleavage, which is found in mammals. In case of frog, suppose that two types of blastomeres are formed. Some are smaller blastomeres are formed because of the unequal division of the cytoplasm, and some are larger blastomeres are formed. So here the cleavage plane or the cleavage process which forms two type of cell. The smaller is known as the micromeres and larger blastomere are known as the macromeres. This is known as the unequal type of holoblastic cleavage, suppose that found in frog. So in case of frog, there is the formation of micromeres and the macromeres. So unequally, the cells divide unequally. One is larger, one is smaller. Here, both the blastomeres are equal in size, or all the blastomeres are equal in size. Discoidal. In case of fishes, in case of reptiles, in case of fishes, reptiles and birds. In case of fishes, reptiles and birds, as you all know that this is the yolk. This is the yolk. So yolk present in one pole. So this pole, vegetal pole, rich in yolk, and very small amount of cytoplasm present at the animal pole. So here the cleavage plane does not passes through the yolk reached area. That's why the cleavage plane which divide only the animal pole area, or the area there is the cytoplasm and the nucleus, this type of cleavage is known as the meroblastic or incomplete, means it doesn't divide the zygote into two, which occurs at the one pole. That's why it is known as the discoidal, or it occurs at the one disc which form the germinal disc. This is the one disc, at the one disc. That's why it is known as the discoidal meroblastic cleavage, which is found in fishes, reptiles, birds. Another may be the superficial. In case of insects, as you all know that the insects at the center, the yolk is present. Yolk present means there is no division of yolk area. So the cleavage plane which divide the cytoplasm at the peripheral region. So this is known as the peripheral cleavage, or this is the superficial cleavage found in insects. So on the basis of amount of yolk, it may be holoblastic and the meroblastic. If the blastomere or the zygote which divide completely, then it is known as the holoblastic or the complete. If it divides incompletely, then it is known as the incomplete or the meroblastic cleavage. It may be the equal and the unequal. By the holoblastic cleavage, the equal size of the blastomeres are formed, then it is known as the equal holoblastic cleavage found in mammals. If unequal sized of blastomeres are formed, suppose that micromeres and the macromeres, then it is known as the unequal type of holoblastic cleavage found in frog. Meroblastic cleavage, here one may be the discoidal, another may be the superficial. If in case of fishes, reptiles and birds, the yolk present at the vegetal pole, richly present in vegetal pole, but at the animal pole the nucleus and cytoplasm present which divide and redivide and which forms a disc-like structure. That's why it is known as the discoidal meroblastic cleavage. And in case of insect, the peripheral region having the cytoplasm which divide and redivide, and such type of division is known as the superficial meroblastic cleavage. Now come to the patterns of the cleavage or the type of the cleavage on the basis of potentialities of blastomere. Potentialities of blastomeres. On the basis of potentialities of blastomeres, the cleavage may be the two types. One is the determinate and another is indeterminate. So two type, determinate, another is the indeterminate. Determinate type of cleavage found in ascaris, and the indeterminate which present in all chordates. found in all chordates. So what is determinate? Suppose that the blastomere, each blastomere, suppose that each blastomere is assigned what is the future developmental structure, then it is known as the determinate. Suppose that this is the blastomere 1, 2, 3, 4. Suppose that this blastomere which forms one of the organs, suppose that it forms the eye, suppose that this which forms the brain, suppose that this which forms the muscle, suppose that this blastomere which forms the liver. So here each blastomere, they have the capacity to produce a particular organ or the particular part of the body. This type of cleavage is known as the determinant type of cleavage. It means if each blastomere have the ability to produce a particular part or the particular organ, this type of cleavage is known as the determinant type of cleavage. In case of all chordates, suppose that there are the blastomeres, and each blastomere, if separated, if you separated each blastomere, then each blastomere, they have the power to produce, the whole embryo, it has the power, the production of whole embryo. So each blastomere, they germinate into whole embryo. So each blastomere, they have the power to develop any part of the body, or the whole embryo is produced from any of the blastomere. This is known as the indeterminate. Here the future is not determined. The blastomere in future it not produce the particular, not developed into a particular part. If it separated, then it may germinate into the whole embryo. It may germinate any part of the body. And this type of cleavage is known as the indeterminate type of cleavage found in all chordates. So these are the different patterns. Now I will discuss about the cleavage of the human zygote. How the zygote which forms the morula in case of human.